Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm RAHOZAH, and if this is the first time that you're on my channel, then welcome. If you're looking to be inspired or motivated on how to transform your life mentally, physically, holistically, and spiritually, then you've made it to the right channel, and trust me, you're gonna wanna subscribe below. Now, my last video was on what is an empath and how to know if you are an empath. This video is going to be on practical ways that you can manage being an empath and how to use it to your advantage and see it as a blessing rather than a curse. If you didn't watch my last video, I strongly recommend you watch that one before this one because there's a lot of valuable information on what an empath is to see if this video even resonates with you. So keep on watching, let's get right into it. Now, as a very quick recap of what an empath is, I would consider an empath to be someone who is very sensitive to other people's emotions and intentions and can feel other people's energies very quickly. An empath's focus tends to be on the other person rather than ourselves. So generally what the empath needs to work on is feeling the separateness. Who am I and who are you and how are we different? We want to know our set energy points so that when we come into contact with somebody else, we can decipher who am I and who are you and not get our energies entangled within each other. Or if you do end up feeling somebody else's energy and their energy really brings you down, you can quickly bounce back and understand that that's not really your energy. You're just absorbing somebody else's energy. So you don't actually need to sit in that place. You just need to learn how to reconnect with your true self. Now, for many people, it's very important to work on feeling connected with everyone else. Now, while for an empath this is still important, it's actually also equally as important to feel the separateness between me and somebody else. Because we have to remember, we are human beings living in a physical world with physical laws, and we need to abide by those laws while we are here. So if in the material world there is separation, we need to have the balance between separation and connectedness. We can't just always feel connected to everyone. If we don't manage that, then our energy will be scattered and we won't have that balance. So this video is going to be a quick one, and in this video I'm going to go over the 3 best ways that I believe you can manage being an empath. So if you believe that you're an empath or you think you have certain characteristics that align with that definition, then right now I'm going to share with you guys 3 really practical and valuable ways that you can learn to manage it in your day-to-day life. So the first way is by focusing on being in your body and feeling safe in your body. You're going to want to do meditations that help bring your focus inward. For a lot of people, it's really scary to just be alone with themselves and their thoughts. And to that I say, you gotta do it then. A YouTuber named Aaron Dowdy, who I'll link below, he recommended this meditation, which I just recently tried, and it was really amazing, and I noticed it made a big impact on me in this way. But basically, you take a candle, I'm gonna bring out this candle right here. Basically, you light a candle, and you stare at the flame, and as you're staring at the flame, in your mind, you're focusing on the separateness between me and that flame. Sounds kind of silly, but it really does work. So on the inhale breath, you want to focus on the separateness between me and the candle. When you're exhaling, you just want to focus on the peripheral of the candle and still maintain that understanding that you are separate from it. I'll leave his video talking about it in the description down below because I think he explains it a little bit better than I do. But anyway, that meditation really did help me by understanding, okay, there's a difference between me and everything else around me. If you can't establish that differentiation, then your energy is going to be scattered all over the place and you'll be absorbing other people's energies all day. So that's just one meditation, an example on how you can feel safe in your body. You have to understand that it's okay to be separate. It's okay to be your own individual and to host your own energy. So practice some alone time, practicing feeling safe in your own energy, and then once you do that, Practice it when you're around other people. Practice while you're in a conversation with someone, feeling the separation between me and that person. The second practical step that you can take to help you manage this is by stepping into the unknown. This includes leaning into tension, doing things that are outside of the way that you view yourself, doing things that you're afraid to do because you don't know if you'll be safe. And I'm not talking about the kind of safe where you're gonna put yourself in a life-threatening situation. That's not the type of safe that I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing something that you feel unsafe doing, but really it's actually a really safe thing. Like, for example, starting a new project or getting a new job or quitting your job. Those are things that really don't feel safe. But if you jump into unknown and you own your power, that will help you establish connection with yourself. And lastly, this one includes setting boundaries. Empaths hate all of these things. They hate setting boundaries. They hate creating tension because we can feel that the other person doesn't like the tension. So we feel that reflected back to us and we don't like that feeling. But we have to learn to come to peace with that feeling because that's the only way that we can take the power back into our own hands. If you don't create necessary tension, then you're gonna spend your whole life running away, trying to change the situation or avoiding, and then never actually getting what you want. Realize that this is your one life and you are the star of your own movie. Don't allow other people and what they may think affect your energy. The third one, to wrap this all together, is to own your frame. So I said this in the last video, but what the difference between empaths and narcissists are is that narcissists are in their own frame and empaths, they are people pleasers. So we want to really work on eliminating that people pleasing tendency and kind of, in a sense, be more like the narcissist, but not in that narcissistic way where we feel like we're the center of the universe and that nobody else matters, but we want to create that balance between still caring for other people and feeling other people's emotions and keeping them in mind, but also understanding that we need to have boundaries. This is our life. This is my frame. I don't care what you think about me right now because this is my life. Own your frame, be in your frame, establish your frame, know your frame. Something that you can do to practice this is that while you're walking, you can do little things to start diminishing the ego. So you could start dancing in the middle of the street, you could start walking alone, doing things you may not normally do. Start noticing when you think, what does this person think about me? What does that person think about me? And shut off those thoughts completely, shut off the egoic mind, and just enjoy your own presence. Enjoy being in your own frame. Feel grounded in your own body enough to say that I can do whatever the hell I want. I don't give a about what any random stranger thinks about me. Why do we care so much that we're holding up a line because we're thinking, or that we're driving a little bit slowly because we're about to make a turn, but we're stressed out because the person behind us thinks, what is that? What is that? We're not living in our own frame. We're allowing other people's perceptions and views on us, who most of the time don't even know us, have a massive impact on how we live our lives and how we feel. Do things maybe that you know will make people kind of look, or maybe something that might upset someone a little bit. We're not talking about being extremely obnoxious here, but something harmless, and start to diminish those layers of your ego and say, you know, if I'm not a people pleaser, I actually will be okay. If I decide to do whatever the hell I want, everything's still gonna be okay. The only difference is I'm gonna have less of a burden on me about constantly thinking about what other people are thinking about me. That's all for me in this video, guys. I hope you got some value out of it. If you did, please leave it a like down below. Also hit that subscribe button and that post bell notification so you can get notified every time I post a video on every Sunday. Also, leave a comment down below telling me what you got out of this video. I would love to read your comments and reply to them. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.